Welcome to another episode of Married with Video Games. I'm your host, Matthew.
I'm your host, Christina.
This is our 2023 Video Game Roundup. Year end of gaming.
Yes, that we do every year.
That's true. We do. How many years have we been doing this now?
3? We started during COVID.
2020?
2020.
2019.
No, 2020.
It was 2020.
Because we went to visit Tom Winters and Carrie Kraft, and we got on their podcast.
So this is our fourth Christmas, quote unquote, fourth year end, kind of.
2020, 2021, 2022. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if we did a Roundup one that first year.
It's true. So this might be our third Roundup.
Yes.
This is a year in review for video games, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hello.
We played a lot of games this year, more than I think we did.
Yes.
And there was a lot of overall pretty good. I don't think our scores were too bad on any of the games that we played. We'll have to look those up at some point.
Yeah.
Like best and worst in class and kind of maybe our thought process on it. This was your Lovecraft, your Lovecraftian.
My Lovecraftian
thing. I am.
You're along for the ride.
I'm along for the ride. I'm here to answer questions and throw ridiculousness into it.
So,
what kind of ridiculous were you looking for?
What sort of foolishness would you like to see? Okay, but do I still get my $10? So what we're going to cover, as we always do, because like a month, sometime in November, I'll listen to last year's Roundup and write down everything we talked about. I might have to yell at our child.
That's fine. Oh, yeah, I see.
Games played, games started / not finished, favorite game played, favorite game watched, least favorite game played, least favorite game watched, most cathartic, most surprising, general thoughts / comments, most anticipated games of 2024, and games we want in 2024 but definitely won't come out.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
That's 2025. They already even
I know.
That's it. That's only one.
It is.
Yeah, go ahead and yell at him for a second. Ask him to snuggle something.
Okay, hold on. We're going to pause this. Okay, now that we've yelled at our child.
Back to it. Okay, so we have other things.
Games played.
Yep.
Evil West.
Okay. Wow, that was this year?
Technically, it was it was like December 27th, but we didn't publish it until this year, so it counts as this year.
Got it. Okay.
Beating Stardew Valley.
Got it.
God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh, yeah.
The Diablo 4 beta.
Okay.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
Dredge.
Yep.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Yep.
Dave the Diver.
Yep.
Death's Door.
Okay.
Sea of Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Wake 2. Mm-hmm. And then I also added on Baldur's Gate 3.
Me.
Baldur's Gate 3 and Suika, the watermelon game.
Oh, that is... Okay, I didn't know the name of it. Okay, that's good.
It literally means watermelon.
It's just called Watermelon Game.
It is just
There's no other name
watermelon
for it.
game, yes. Games started but not finished. Diablo 4. Cyberpunk, The Phantom Pain. Mm-hmm. Horizon Forbidden West.
Phantom Liberty.
Phantom Pain. I did right, Phantom Pain. Phantom Liberty.
Phantom Pain is a game, actually.
That's probably why.
Metal Gear,
yeah.
Phantom Pain.
Is that the one that you first... I think I watched you play through that.
You played a lot of it. You
Okay.
caught but intermittent pieces of it.
Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores.
Okay.
And Super Mario Wonder.
Okay.
And then probably some other games that you kind of started on the Steam Deck but played on the side, but I don't know what any of those were. So.
We could almost review Super Mario Wonder other than story.
Yes.
And it's probably a predictable ending anyway. But
it's a Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
So, favorite game played?
Ooh. So, lots of commentary on that. My two. Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake.
Yes.
2. But they're such different reasons.
I know.
Why I like them so much. So I want to hear what was your favorite game that you played and that was your favorite game that you watched me play. Because I already know the favorite game that... Favorite game that you played first. Alan Wake 2 is the favorite game you watched me play. I can already just say that.
1,000%. That's like last year my answer was Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was so good. So, but what was your favorite game that you played this year?
Probably Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
It was more of the same of Breath of the Wild, but I freaking loved Breath of the Wild. And Tears of the Kingdom, while it wasn't like different enough to be like, oh my god, this is so amazing, like it was still more Zelda.
And it was enjoyable.
And it was so highly enjoyable, even though I'm not creative and didn't make anything super crazy. But it was still freaking awesome.
Yeah, you looked like you had a really good time.
I played it a lot, like on our son's naps on your work days, just tooling around, looking for Koroks, mining the Zonite in the Underdark.
Get more batteries.
To get more batteries, yes. Yeah.
Do all the things.
Yeah, so that was my favorite game played.
It was not my favorite game to watch.
No, it wouldn't be.
It was good, though. It was overall, it was a good game. Even in hindsight, where I have time to reflect on it, it's getting such high praise that I feel like I missed something.
I
Personally,
I don't disagree with that.
Because I don't know when I gave it like a 7 or an 8.
I think you gave it a 7. I should have pulled those up. I'll do that. Hold on.
But I feel like I have to sit and play it to really enjoy it.
It's like me watching you play Elden Ring. Like, it's really cool for like the first 10 hours, 10 to 20 hours, and then like the middle is a slog, and then like the last 6 hours are really good.
The building mechanic, I feel like you have to do it, because I always like seeing people's ridiculous inventions, and they're kind of fun to watch a TikTok or a YouTube short of those said inventions.
You gave it a 7.
But watching you just play, I was like, and this is nothing against you, but you and I are both not creative enough to make something that cool.
Correct. Which we talked about in our podcast. Not that close. I constantly gesture for him to come forward.
It's really difficult. Our table is not built for this
No.
whatsoever. We're on the edge of a circular table.
Yes.
It's not great.
It is not.
Anyway, I don't... I thought it was a interesting game. Maybe I'll play it in like 5 years from now. Probably not. I don't think I just don't have the urge to actually play it, which is weird.
Your sister was texting me on Saturday being like, was Tears of the Kingdom good? And I said, yes. She was like, should I play it? And I said, did you play Breath of the Wild? And she said, yeah, but I didn't finish it. I said, did you enjoy Breath of the Wild? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, it's more of the same.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing really, the building mechanic and the Underdark, and I guess you can explore the sky. Like, there's enough differences, but not enough where I think it deserved the insane praise that it was getting.
I put 200 hours into, I think, Breath of the Wild, so I think that's part of my problem too, is I just put so much time into the first game that I didn't feel a desire to dive into the second one.
We played Breath of the Wild a lot.
A lot.
And then Canadian started a game one time when he was over, and then I continued that game for like another 30 hours.
Yeah, you beat that one.
I did.
Yeah, so you beat that one as well.
I did. Yeah. So, but still, Tears of the Kingdom was my favorite game played this year. But I can see why it would not be your favorite game to watch.
Yes. Alan Wake was my favorite narrative. It was just so good.
That's not even one of my questions.
We
just want to talk about Alan Wake.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2 was just a masterclass in storytelling. It was so good. It was so much fun to play. It was so much fun to be a part of that story. And I even enjoyed being startled as much as I went every time I got startled.
You did.
And Baldur's Gate 3 was a magical experience just with how much freedom they gave you for a video game on D&D. D&D, if you don't know, Dungeons & Dragons, is a paper and pencil game, which, you can add some computer technology to it these days, but you roll dice and you use your imagination, which means it's a limitless game in that aspect, that there's no constraints compared to what you have to put into a video game. Mm-hmm. So the amount of choice and freedom that Baldur's Gate gives you is ridiculous, and how the game keeps track of everything you did to bring points of it back. There's a lot of variables in that, and they play tested for 3 years to make sure that they had almost every nook and cranny. And again, they didn't hit everything, but they've patched and fixed a lot of the stuff, little details that may have missed, some glitches, etc., etc. There's so much you can do that it's actually kind of ridiculous. They recently did another patch.
Oh, they did?
Where they added a new epilogue to the game.
Oh.
which added over 3,000 lines of
Oh
dialogue
my gosh.
based on the decisions you made. So the characters, based on how you ended their relationships, how you ended their storylines, in what manner you ended it with other characters, reflects the dialogue that they give you. That's how dedicated they are. And it was completely free. They just gave that to you. Studios aren't like that very often. And they don't care about their fan bases that much. And it was apparent because when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, other studios were saying that this isn't an anomaly and this isn't how the industry operates. And then everyone went, well, it should. Every consumer was like, well, this is how it should operate if you're a AAA studio and can afford the budget of it. And case in point, it's just how bad Starfield was when it came out and how mixed it's still getting. They might be improving it, but it was in such a poor state, whereas Baldur's Gate, the first 2 chapters were just almost pristine, almost perfect. So, really good job, Larian Studios. You deserved Game of the Year. Alan Wake would still be my Game of the Year, but it was within a hair's breadth of
Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year at the Game Awards was well deserved.
Was incredibly well deserved, and it again, if this year was so stacked,
incredibly stacked
with good games,
yes,
that it was hard for anything to breathe. But Baldur's Gate and I would say Alan Wake were so high above that I don't see anything else getting up that to those heights in terms of Game of the Year, in my opinion.
I thought we talked about this like 2
Tears
days
of the
before.
Kingdom.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate, and I would have been happy with Alan Wake 3. Alan Wake 3. I was thinking Baldur's Gate 3 in my head. Alan Wake 3,
I'm
yes,
thinking
please.
about it already.
Oh, man. Truly, since we finished that game, I've turned into Rose at the diner. I should just start writing Alan Wake fan fiction.
You really should. It would actually probably be pretty good. And I would read it too and be like, I'm in trouble. I'm going to end up in the dark place now.
Oh, no.
And as Matt picks up this page.
All right, what was your favorite game watched?
Favorite game watched. So what? Oh, these were all the ones.
These were all the ones that we played. So game that I played that you watched.
I have. Okay, this is an easy answer, but I have a few options in here. Dredge was easily my favorite game I watched.
Okay.
That one was fantastic. Dredge in itself was just such an awesome indie game. It was such a breath of fresh air for me because it's very surface level gameplay, but it was just so creepy. The story was still actually inviting.
Yes.
And I liked seeing the new areas and the new puzzles. And it got some areas were a little frustrating, but as a whole, I really enjoyed watching you play Dredge because you got to do your puzzle, your inventory management, which you
I
like.
got the Resident Evil inventory management.
And you got to do a fishing game, which I wish there was more variations to that puzzle, but there were enough to make it, for how short the game was, it was fine.
Mm-hmm. We got a DLC too, and
DLC,
we did play
cheap,
through that.
It was quick, and I think it'll be fun if more DLC comes out for you to just start over.
Yes. Yeah, I jumped into my game and just played the DLC, and it was like maybe 2 hours. Like it was maybe
it was
like
$5, I think, for the DLC, or
Yeah.
$6. So it's not like we spent a fortune.
No, I was
on it.
slightly disappointed with like the length of it. But if we had started from the beginning and that was tacked on at the end, that would have been a lot more enjoyable.
It would have been a lot more enjoyable as an extra thing to do. And I think they are doing more DLC. So when more DLC comes, I would love to watch you play through the whole game again.
Yeah, we'll do that for more DLC.
It was really good. Dave the Diver was very enjoyable at first, and wrapping it up was great.
Yes.
But there was a slog. I wouldn't even say the middle. I would say the back third of the game.
Like 66 to 85%.
I was dying. I was ready for you to end at that point.
There was so much, like, they added the farm simulation, and like it turned into like a mini Stardew Valley where you had to raise chickens and get eggs and water your crops, and then you also had to do the sushi restaurant, and then also the sea people. It was a lot.
Would you have been happy if they added like 2 more biomes, but just reduced a lot of the excess stuff that they gave you?
Get rid of the farming simulator,
yeah,
and give me 2 different biomes, and it probably would have been a 10 out of 10 game.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Up until the farming simulator, I think it was really good.
Yes.
And the farming simulator I liked the fish farm. I thought that was fine.
Yeah, that was fine.
I liked that. And you know what? I wish just sending guys to the market was your farming simulator.
Yeah, that would have been fine too. Like send your staff during the day to go get eggs and butter or rice or whatever rather than having to
And I feel
grow
like
it.
they were adding something to give you stuff to do after the fact.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was necessary. I just liked the gameplay loop that you had, and I still every time you dived into the water, I enjoyed it. I liked watching. I liked backseat gaming a lot. Get that fish!
Yes,
I yelled that a lot.
You did.
And you were like, fine,
I
and
know.
you got the fish, and it made me so happy. I also really enjoyed you playing Death's Door because that for me was seeing your evolution as a gamer and how much you have gotten better at video games.
Yeah, I'm no longer just a Mario and Zelda girl.
So watching you play through a Souls-like, Tunic, I arguably was probably harder.
Tunic was harder.
But Death's Door, I felt like it was a really good medium between an
Yes.
older Zelda and Tunic and the Souls-like
Yes.
genre. And so I
I'd
really
agree.
enjoyed watching you play that, mostly because, first off, the first couple bosses you fought were really fun for me to watch, for you to do, because the frog you did the first try.
Yes, he
The
was
witch
super
took you
easy.
twice, 2 tries or 3 tries, but you were really
Two.
good because you learned quickly.
Yes.
The Abominable Snowman was a crazy
That
boss,
That guy was a dick.
but you got it. The point is that you beat it. You beat every boss. You didn't need me for any of the bosses,
no.
which was awesome.
No,
and you
the
beat all
abominable, the Bumble was the absolute worst
and
boss.
you beat all the secret bosses, which was really cool. You did really
Those guys
well,
sucked.
and even you had an awful gauntlet like I had. But once you got through the gauntlet, you beat that boss on like 2 tries. The final boss.
Oh, yeah, that was another freaking chase scene.
Yeah,
We didn't talk about that in our Alan Wake podcast. That's fine.
we talked
Okay.
about chase scenes in Alan Wake, just not Death's Door.
Just not Death's Door. I mentioned the Dave the Diver one of that giant zombie
Yes.
sea people.
And I always like watching you play Stardew Valley. You could start a new game now and I would enjoy it just because I know what you're doing at every point in time.
Yeah.
And the music is so good that I'm
It
happy.
is quite
But,
excellent.
I would still say Dredge was my favorite of those.
Okay. Least favorite game played.
Ooh.
I know.
Okay, hold on. Least favorite game played. This is going to upset people, but I think it was Resident Evil 4 Remake. Evil West was just an... Oh, no, I take that entirely back. Diablo 4 was my least favorite game played.
Yeah, but do I
Finished?
have
Which
the caveat of finished games? I don't know.
If you don't have it, Diablo 4, if you do have it, between Evil West and Resident Evil 4 Remake, between what I played...
Evil West wasn't quite what we wanted it to be. It was good for what it was, but
You know what's funny is going into it, I was expecting slightly more, but not that much.
yeah.
And even Jake Baldino was like, it's just an old school Xbox 360
Yeah,
era
it's like a
game.
game from like 2008.
And it played
and it's
that way.
fine.
And it was fine. Resident Evil 4, I had never played before, and we played the remake, and I had higher hopes for enjoying that game because people loved it so much, and I just didn't like it very much.
Yeah.
So I thought, let me rephrase that. I think the gameplay was fine. I think the game, it was very pretty. I thought getting through the stories, it was just too long for a Resident Evil game for me.
Yeah, and you didn't have the nostalgia glasses playing it either,
No,
so that was
so
part of it too.
I think Eric would really like that game. I have a buddy that he's the one who used to play that game, so I'd watch him play little
we talked
bits
about
of it.
that on the podcast.
And so that's I remember it. I just never really got super into it. All right, for you, both of them, finished and not finished.
Least favorite game played, finished.
You had a lot of bangers, so
I did. Like, I kind of want to say Sea of Stars, but like it was still really good. Honestly, probably Dave the Diver, just because of that middle slog. Like, I still loved that game.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, but they threw in too much, and that got very frustrating where I got easily overwhelmed. So I guess I would say,
What did I give Dave the Diver, and what did I give Resident Evil 4? Now that I'm asking, what did I give Evil West? Because now I'm like gonna be
Evil West, we both gave it a 7.
okay.
Resident Evil 4, you gave it an 8. I gave it a 7.
I still stand by my comment that I still liked Evil. I think if it was the worst game I played, because I thought Resident Evil 4 was going to be a 9 or a 9.5.
Dave the Diver, you gave it a 7.9, and I gave it an 8.
Okay. Well, that's my only 0.9, my weird score.
Least favorite game watched?
I already told you that. For me, it was still Tears of the Kingdom, but again, it's the same concept of it was. You know what's funny is as much as I didn't like playing the Diablo 4 actual game, I loved watching you play the beta.
I played the crap out of that beta.
I don't know why we didn't like it so much.
It was just...
It didn't feel as magical as 3.
Yeah, 3, something clicked when we played it, man.
I think it's much more arcadey feeling, and this one felt a lot more slower paced, and I just didn't like it as much.
Well, they got rid of the dodge button, so you had to find gear that would give that to you.
Yeah, because you could only dodge once.
Yes, and that was a big frustration for me, because playing Diablo 3 was how I really learned how to dodge. That and Cult of the Lamb.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Cult of the Lamb for me was... If it wasn't on the Switch, I think it would have been a great experience.
Yeah, we've got that split up on the side. Mm-hmm. Least favorite game played that we didn't finish would be the Diablo 4. Yeah. Phantom Pain. I just saw my sticky note again. Now I'm just laughing.
I actually am playing a little bit of Cyberpunk here and there. We are playing through Alan Wake again because we want to do it. I'm sticking mostly to the story, other than getting if I find a lunchbox along the way for upgrade.
Yeah, getting your upgrades for Saga stuff.
But aside from that, we want to see the true ending, so we're skipping a lot of the early stuff because I think the changes are gonna be
farther in.
Yeah.
Least favorite game watched. Did I say that yet?
Not mine. Yeah, not mine. No.
Probably the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, we both weren't into it that much, but I did want to beat it.
It's either that or... Yeah, it's that. Part of me kind of wants to say Hogwarts Legacy, just because that wasn't quite... That was another game that wasn't quite what we wanted, but it was still enjoyable because I'm a Harry Potter nerd, and watching you play that, I realized like how much Harry Potter knowledge is still locked away in my brain.
I would like you to play it, probably.
I'd probably be more enjoyable to play than to watch.
The combat is actually really fun. I think we gave it a 7 still.
You gave it a 7.5. I gave it a 7.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. If it wasn't a Harry Potter game, it wouldn't have been that good. But since it was Harry Potter...
Our average lowest ranked one for this year was Evil West, followed up with Hogwarts Legacy.
But Hogwarts Legacy...
And Resident Evil 4 Remake was after that.
But Hogwarts Legacy was still a very good game.
And yeah.
I don't think I was expecting the moon and the stars from it, and I just love that I could walk around that castle.
Yeah, that's mostly what people wanted.
And that's what it was really cool, because you can solve... If they made an entire game where all it was puzzle solving around the castle...
That'd be sweet.
I would love that.
Yeah, our podcast about it was how it should be more like a Persona game, where it's like a school simulator.
The school simulator, but magical school simulator.
Yes.
Oh no!
If we were game developers, we should do that.
All right, I'm in. Let's get our
like my
crew
middle
together.
grade story I tried to write, that was literally just Legend of Zelda. Straight. But I've read it like back being like, this is actually not that bad. But I feel like everyone would be like, yeah, that's just Zelda. Like they're climbing up Death Mountain. Falling boulders? What? Okay. Sorry. Most cathartic to play or watch. I don't really have a caveat to that.
I'm going to be I'm stupid. What does cathartic mean?
Like...
This is showing my stupidity here, everyone.
Like, I want to say relaxing, but that's not entirely it. Like, just like feels really good to play kind of thing.
Most cathartic game.
I know what my answer is.
The most cathartic game. See, the thing is, like, that's so silly because it's always Stardew Valley. There's no other game.
Yeah, that's fair.
If that's what you're if cathartic, will you read the definition of cathartic for me?
Involving the release of strong emotions through a particular activity or experience.
Yeah, I guess Alan Wake 2. But okay, so listen, Stardew Valley is just it's hot soup for the soul.
Yes.
The book in a video game.
No, but I have this book, Chicken Soup for the Loser. Hold on, I gotta let our dog out.
He's woofing in the background.
Go bark.
As everyone can hear him in our lovely podcast.
1,000%. I'm not even gonna cut this out. I don't even have my headphones back on yet.
I would say Alan Wake 2 elicited the most emotional response out of me. But Oh, God of War Ragnarok too.
We haven't even talked about God of War. The DLC freaking came out.
That's like a gauntlet, and I'm not sure I want to do it.
Okay, that's fair.
I already platinumed God of War, so I'm really proud of myself for that one. Stardew Valley is just a comfort game.
Yeah, comfort food.
That release, Alan Wake 2 was just all over the spectrum.
Just like this is so nice.
This is so nice. God of War brought me to tears a couple times.
Oh my gosh, the freaking emotions in that game, man.
Yeah, so God of War. So what is your answer now?
Dredge.
Really?
Yes. That was like so relaxing, even though it was like that undertone of creepiness of like, oh God, now I'm starting to go insane in the middle of the night, but like chugging along in a boat and then like fishing up fish and then you go trade them in for some money and then you upgrade yourself. Like it was just like, I had so much fun.
I loved watching Dredge. I loved watching you manage your inventory more than anything. It was fun watching you play a version of Tetris while you were playing another game. So it was really cool. Yeah, Dredge was very good. Very, very good.
Most surprising game?
Most surprising game. What's that for you? Probably Dredge again? Sea of Stars, maybe?
Probably Death's Door. I never really thought I would super enjoy a Souls-like game, and that one I could play the crap out of.
It had just enough of the old school Zelda elements
that
it made it really good. I would say, yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it's funny that looking through all this list, Baldur's Gate wasn't a surprise. God of War Ragnarok wasn't a surprise.
No.
I knew I was going to like God of War Ragnarok.
I knew I was going to like Alan Wake 2, but just how good it was.
How good it was.
It was almost like...
I think Dredge was, for me, the biggest surprise in gaming because I found out about it like a couple months before it came out. And then all of a sudden our Italian stallion, Jake Baldino, was talking about it.
I gotta tag him in one of these that I post on Twitter.
And be like, we call you the Italian stallion.
Oh, no, I've already mentioned that to him on Twitter.
That's funny.
And he did respond and say, tell your husband thanks. That was like 3 years ago.
Oh, that's funny. So he talked about it. And then I listened to PlayStation Access, their podcast. And the girl on there, not Rosie, Ash, talks about it. And she is a huge Dredge fan. And so I was like, okay, we're doing this. We're playing this game. And so we played it on the Steam Deck, and I downloaded it for... No, I only have it on the Steam Deck. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Power Wash Simulator. Did we play that this year, or was that last year?
That was last year, I believe. Keep talking. I'll go back and look through our...
But for me, if it's surprise in gaming, it would be Dredge. A lot of the games I knew were going to be good or enjoyable. I didn't know how enjoyable, like you said, Alan Wake was going to be. Mm-hmm. Nor did I know how much I'd enjoy Baldur's Gate 3.
Last September.
Okay.
2022.
So they came out with a ton of DLC, so I'm going to have Christina play it at some point.
That's fine.
But yeah, for me, it's Dredge. In terms of just shock of how good and just how wonderful. We had a really good year of gaming.
Truly, we did. The worst was Diablo 4, and we just didn't finish it.
And that was surprising that it wasn't good.
Yeah, that should be our answer.
Yeah, and for me, if you wanted, it was shocked that it wasn't that good. Yeah, that's what I got for that.
Thoughts and comments overall, and then we'll go into 2024 things.
I want gaming, and I want this era of gaming to slowly tilt towards Larian's design for how AAA approaches video games. Remedy is an exception to the rule because they released a game that was so well done, that was polished to a degree that is very acceptable. I'm not saying that every AAA studio needs to be early access for 3 years and then risk, because it's a lot of money to do what they did. I'm just saying that the quality of game that they delivered is bar none some of the best I've ever seen. I've not seen a game that polished and that good of quality on release. Alan Wake is another exception. They had a couple minor glitches, but overall that game is just...
You didn't have any like game ending glitches or anything weird happen. The weirdest one was Ilmo in the prison cell.
Yes, that's the only one that was weird, and I didn't care that much. I still got to finish the conversations with him.
Yes, exactly.
Everything about that game was just so well polished, and me being bad at survival horror was really the biggest blockade to anything like that. I played it on easy. I'm not ashamed to admit that I probably will never play that game on harder difficulties, and I'm okay with that. I probably could do normal and be okay.
You'd be okay.
I just, no thanks.
No, we can just keep it on story mode.
And enjoy the story like we wanted to. Mm-hmm. But overall, I want to see games go in that direction. Now, I'm not expecting indie studios to do that. They don't have the budgetary for that. But Sea of Stars is an example of a very well kickstarted game, and they delivered a good game.
They did.
It was very enjoyable. The story was out there, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. The gameplay was pretty innovative and enjoyable. I want to see more games like Dredge. I want to see out there weird concepts put into the gaming world. I think this game, truly 2023 was one of the best years of video games ever.
In my article that I still have to finish of like games you should have played, I have Star Wars Jedi Survivor at the end. And I started with, it feels like Jedi Survivor got lost in the shuffle this year, but it just came out in the first half. That's it. It still made a huge splash. But everything that has come out since then feels like it's just been thrown to the wayside. Like it's, I know you still want to play it.
I want to play Jedi Survivor.
But I feel like that's just like 10 months from
listen,
now.
Spider-Man 2 came out.
And
I didn't even get to it because I had other games. I wanted to play Alan Wake so bad.
Yes.
I still want to play Spider-Man 2. I hear it's a phenomenal game.
I hear that as well.
But there's so many games we want to play.
There's so many games.
You know what is funny, though? I don't think 2024 is as stacked, and we can get to that point. I'm making a mess. Everybody. But first, what is your thoughts? What do you have?
I have no thoughts.
Oh, you don't have anything for like commentary? Because I just went on a rant.
You did just go on a rant. No, that filled it very perfectly for us. I don't really have any thoughts.
So what do you want to play in 2024? I know that was going to be one of your questions,
yes.
But what are you most excited for in 2024? And I'm going to just lead in with saying I don't have a game in particular that I'm like, I really, really need this right now. You're giving me a look, and I don't know what game it is. I can't even think of it.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?
I'm not overly excited.
Okay.
I really want to play it. I know I'm going to love it. But in terms of this, I have never been more satisfied with a gaming year than this year.
This year was really good.
It was mind-boggling. So, listen, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm stoked for, but I want to play Spider-Man first. I know I need to play Spider-Man first, and I know I need to play Jedi Survivor first, or I'm never going to play them if Final Fantasy gets ahead of it.
There's our dog again.
Also, I would like more news on the Elden Ring DLC.
Okay.
I hope they release that next year. I also want news on the Wolverine game.
Yes, I absolutely want that.
So here's the thing I'm going to say, and we can get into this.
You asked me a question, and I still haven't answered
it.
What
games do you want to play in 2024? I'm getting way ahead of myself.
I want Hades 2.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Hades 2 will be really fun.
Yeah, that's what I
That was
want.
Last year? Did you play Hades?
Yes. Hades was last year.
I'm excited to watch
that. Also helped with my dodging, too. Mm-hmm.
You got really good with Hades. I'm excited to watch you play Hades, too. That looks really good. So, games that are not going to come out next year, but you want them to.
I'm going to answer this for you.
Okay.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh, I hate you so much.
I feel like it should come out this year in 2024.
I missed that one, and that is true. I'm more excited to play Hollow Knight Silksong than Final Fantasy.
That's fair.
Hollow Knight was so good. Final Fantasy is nostalgia for me. And don't get me wrong, everybody. I am stoked to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But Hollow Knight is so good.
I feel like you with Rebirth is kind of like us with Tears of the Kingdom. I would watch the trailers and be like, yeah, I know I'm going to love it, but it doesn't look different enough from Breath of the Wild to have me being like, holy crap, I need to play this day one, which I did still need to play it day one, but it wasn't like Breath of the Wild where I was tracking where the heck the mailman was in our neighborhood.
Yeah, I will play So the thing with Final Fantasy VII, that's a long game.
Yes.
So if you want to watch me play that one and get through that one, we're going to do that together. It's just going to take a long time.
I know.
So we have to really dedicate some time.
I know. It'll take like 2 months.
So that one is going to be really good.
Goodness, stop
So
blowing me
January, my goal is in January is to play through Spider-Man 2 because that one won't be incredibly long. And then to play Jedi Survivor in February before March, because I think it's in March, isn't it, that it comes out?
Final Fantasy? I thought it was February.
Oh gosh, that's so soon. I don't have any time.
You can all hear me
All right.
typing. February 29th.
Gives me just enough time.
It does. It's almost March. It's almost March.
You'll have to keep me on somewhat of a... So Spider-Man, you'll have to keep me on a relatively narrow task.
Yes.
Jedi is going to be tough because I want to level up and upgrade, so...
Yeah.
Darn.
I know. This year was so incredibly stacked. Other ones I have written down for my article that I still have to write. Star Wars Outlaws.
That one looks good.
That one we're probably going to wait for reviews.
So listen, anything that comes out in 2025 needs to come out before Grand
Theft Auto 6.
Listen, I have zero say in anything in the gaming industry. The moment a game finds out it's coming out...
That's all. The trailer got leaked and then they released it early. And then Grand Theft Auto 7 was trending on Twitter. Mm-hmm. That's just... Yep.
Well, you may have forgotten this, but Larian released Baldur's Gate a month early because of Starfield.
Yes.
And Starfield tanked.
Yep.
It's on my wish list still on Steam. I want to play Starfield in like 2 years.
That's fair.
When they're finished doing everything they can.
Kind of like what we're doing with Cyberpunk.
Yes. So they just came out 2.1 and I've been playing it. It feels like a new game.
That's good. Well, I know they changed a lot.
I'll show it to you at some point, and it feels like a new game.
That's good.
So I have been enjoying that aspect of it. It's been very well done.
The other big one for us is the Plucky Squire.
Oh, that's going to be cute.
Yeah, that'll be a me game.
Uh-huh. Is that coming out next year?
I believe so.
I don't remember if it had a release date. So my guess is the Wolverine is 2025.
2024 for the Plucky Squire. That's all it says. The Wolverine game release date. Late 2024 is the theory at the moment.
Yeah, because they didn't show anything at the Game Awards.
I thought there would be a trailer. I really did.
I thought there was going to be two. So they're pretty tight-lipped about this one.
I mean, they've done so well with all the Spider-Mans. You can't blame them for keeping a low profile on it.
Star Wars, yeah, Outlaws is going to be a Grand Theft Auto Star Wars game, everybody. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Just get away from the whole Skywalker family, please, and thank you.
That's all I want.
That's all anyone wants.
So I do that with that caveat. I do like the Jedi Survivor, Jedi.
Yeah, that era where his story takes place is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and I like that it's connected to the story, but it's not his story or their story. It's a different story in that time frame.
Correct.
But I'm looking. Outlaws looks cool because it might be entirely outside of that time frame. Yes. And you're not playing a Jedi, I don't think.
You're not stuck on Tatooine. You don't have to go to Hoth. You don't have to go to the same 4 planets we always go to.
Oh, man. I do like seeing Hoth redone, though. It's really cool. As a whole, everybody, 2024 has a lot to look forward to. Good. I'm just saying good luck. If they can outdo this year, holy Toledo.
Yeah, looking for things for my article, I feel like they won't.
Alan Wake 2 DLC. I hope they have DLC for it next year.
I feel like they're farther along on that than they will say because it's only been out a month and they already have New Game Plus with an alternate ending.
I want an announcement for Control 2 or the Max Payne remaster next year and for a 2025 release for those.
Yeah, I don't think they've said much about Control 2. I think they said like, yeah, it's in development.
But Control 2 and Max Payne remaster or remake, whatever they're going to do.
The earliest feasible date for release is late 2025 for Control 2.
Yeah, I would, so Grand Theft Auto is a very special game. It's going to be wild. You're getting blown up.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I think 2024 is going to have some good announcements. It's going to have good games. It's going to have better announcements. And 2025 is going to be a big, big, big gaming year.
We continue enhancing Alan Wake 2 with new updates and developing the 2 announced expansions to the game. Alan Wake 2 marks the first of many great new game launches enabled by our multi-project model. There's a multiplayer game that Remedy is doing.
Interesting.
In April of last year, remaking Max Payne and Max Payne 2.
Ooh.
After striking a deal with Rockstar Games. Oh, I didn't realize
They
that.
originally were with Rockstar. Rockstar was Max Payne.
Oh, okay. Remedy says Max Payne 1 and 2 remake, which is a single game, has progressed into the production readiness stage.
Oh, so they're doing that. That makes sense that they're doing both of them. 3 is three is off the. It's a completely different area.
Oh, okay.
The first 2 are New York City.
Gotcha. Remedy's earning reports state that Control 2 continues to be in the proof of concept stage.
Oh, so that'll be a long time then.
Yeah, Remedy says that with Alan Wake 2 launched, all 4 of these upcoming games will, quote, benefit from the additional talent transferring from Alan Wake 2 as it will enable the teams to take the necessary steps towards the next stages of development.
They basically need Sam Lake to write more shenanigans.
Sam Lake is living his best life right now.
I want to give him a big hug.
Truly, and like watching the dancing at the Game Awards and just the huge ass grin on his face is just like, you go.
I want to give him a big hug
go.
and give him the disappearing rubber duck from Control.
Thank you.
That's what he needs.
That's
in his
fantastic.
Life. What else? Anything else crazy for 2023, 2024, 20 million, 58?
2024 for my list. We've been talking for 42 minutes. Princess Peach Showtime, Hades 2, Little Nightmares 3. We never played Little Nightmares 2.
Nope.
Star Wars Outlaws, Hollow Knight Silk Song, maybe. Plucky Squire, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, I forgot about Dragon's Dogma 2.
Did you play the first one?
I did.
Okay.
I liked it. I think I'm really gonna I'm gonna wait for reviews first.
Fair enough.
On
I
this
know
one.
nothing.
It's just so wacky,
Okay.
but the physics and the combat are really cool.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about it. And it's a single play experience where the only multiplayer is your character can end up in somebody else's game.
That's really
As
funny.
like a additional person.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But you don't play. It's just an NPC in their game, basically.
Excellent.
It's really cool.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Skull and Bones, No Rest for the Wicked.
No Rest for the Wicked looks okay, and I want to hear more news about Light No Fire. The Hello Games
that
one.
was all just cinematic. That's probably maybe Christmas.
Yeah, but it was all in game, which was nice to see.
Yeah.
So at least they have like.
It's actually being
So
developed.
No Man's Sky was a really rocky launch, but they made an incredible game over time.
Yeah, that was one you never went back to, really.
Yeah, I started playing a little bit of it again, and I can see all the improvements they made. But this one, they've had 10 years almost. How many years? Not 10 years, but like how many years have they... When did No Man's Sky come out?
Was it the first year we were married or the second year? So it's been at least 7 years.
6 or 7 years.
2016, I think.
So from the start of their engine, probably 10 years ago.
August 9th, 2016.
So yeah, this will be 8 years they've had this game out and working on this engine.
Yeah.
And making it better. So I have higher hopes for it. Again, it's something I'll wait for reviews.
They probably also learned their lesson from
yes.
the fumbling of
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
But they really did right by their fans, and a lot of people like it. And they're going to take what they learned and implement it into this game. So I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
That's all I got, everybody.
That's it.
All right, we're at Gaming Marriage. gamingmarriage@gmail.com. If you have a game you want us to play in 2024, we'd love to hear about it. I think we're just ending the year with some Alan Wake and Super Mario Wonder.
Probably.
I do want to play more Super Mario Wonder. I actually do like that game a lot.
Yeah, we only really played it like 3 or 4 nights. We did that one awful level, the timed one to the music.
And we beat it.
That took us a solid 25 minutes.
Was it me who finished it?
It was.
I
There's another one of those later on, too.
Oh.
Yeah, it came up on my TikTok, and I was like, wait, these are different platforms.
Okay, I did a big old cry there, everybody.
Oh, man. Yeah, so we need to get back to Super Mario Wonder. Maybe come January, we, buy Spider-Man and play that.
Yeah, that should be first, then Jedi Survivor, and then it's going to be Final Fantasy for some time. So if there's a game you want to play and you don't want me to play Jedi Survivor, I'll get it for like the Steam Deck or something like that. That way I can play it and you don't have to...
I'll just play my watermelon game on the Switch. It's fine.
Yeah.
And curse at the fruit.
That game's really ridiculous. We didn't talk much about it. But
we didn't talk about it at all. I mentioned it, and that was it.
That would be my biggest surprise of the year is watermelon game.
It's a watermelon game. You literally drop fruit to combine fruit, and you're trying to make a watermelon.
What is it, $2?
It was $2, and we had like so much gold from things we've bought on the Switch that it was 74 cents.
Yeah, so I recommend it for $2, everybody.
Yeah,
it's a good time waster. It's something you could play and probably get in like 5 matches, and then you go, okay, I can do something else now.
Those matches can take like up to 10 minutes too.
Yeah, so it's worth the $2. Give it a shot.
It's very similar to that. Was it 2048? Was that game that where you combined numbers on the iPhone?
I remember 2048.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, except with fruit.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's worth your time. All right, everybody. We'll see you next year.
Bye.